And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Irving.
And looking at his offensive numbers.
And with pregame. Well, yeah, DA, very understandable. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, Wilson Chandler out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 2 spot. Irving against Randolph. Lobbed up there for Chandler. And no good that time. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
Stolen by Conley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Mitchell against Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound. And Mitchell with the layup.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Conley against Irving. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. Durant down low. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The kick out to Irving. Tries again. Back to Chandler. Pass to Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Outside Conley. Jordan with the rebound.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
On the wing, Harris. Here's KD for 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
You simply cannot give Kevin Durant any room to shoot it. And his consistency over the years is really what's striking.
Has to Gobert. Out to the wing. Mitchell outside. Launches a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
The pass to Gobert. Poked away. Harris with it. Now defended by Mitchell. KD drives in. Chandler controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Jazz trail by 3. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Whereas great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Here's Green. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Second, Jared Allen. Rudy Gobert, third.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Well, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him shirt off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
And the basket by Ingles.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 6-point game. Allen left side. Dinwiddie outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And the basket by Ingles.
Don't let Joe Ingles get comfortable in the mid-range now. It's going to be a long night.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Dinwiddie. Good on the three-point shot. Dinwiddie's got 6.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Exum. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Here's Prince. Dinwiddie wide open. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, the coaching staff encourages Dinwiddie to take these shots. He is so dangerous on the catch and shoot.
Here's Green. And it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's Ingles. With the clock running down, sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike.
The ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
So on the floor for Utah. Ingles is the 3 and Green the 4. Exum is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Davis in at the 5, down low. Mudiay, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Taurean Prince. And Durant subbed in for Rodion Kurucs. Davis dishes to Mitchell. Here's Ingles. Tips it. Davis on the follow. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. The 9-foot shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Stolen by Mitchell. Conley with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Conley's got the game tied up here for Utah.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
The shot by KD, no good.
And his defense so...
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. They need this. And then Durant with the jam.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Allen. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Utah also making some changes. Randolph comes in for Ed Davis. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Joe Ingles. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Pass to Randolph. Over Chandler. Randolph can't hit. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Atlanta Hawks. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
1:21 left to play in the first half. Mitchell against Harris. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Harris kicks to Durant. Over Randolph. KD can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Nets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. The shot by KD. No good.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Randolph. Right side, Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. They were executing the game plan well, and after a few early lead changes, they never let down their attack and were still clearly in control as the period winded down. In the second period, they lost some momentum, but fought their way through it, ending the half ahead by 2. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And it's just about time now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Chandler in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
KD against Bogdanovich. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 2.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage. It's
deflected. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. With the second effort, he takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
How about the awareness from Rudy Gobert? Sees an opportunity and jumps all over it.
Here's KD. It's good from the top of the key. Durant's got 7 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Gobert the pass to Mitchell.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear even inside. Draws the foul there.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Rodions Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebound, Utah. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. He's got 14.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Irving for 3. That shot off, so Utah will take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Shot to stop the run. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
Jazz leading by 6. There's the pass to Gobert. Conley surveying the D. Here's the 3. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Here's Ingles. Gobert. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. In transition, here come the Nets. They get it back. Kicks it out to Allen. Passes it to Harris. From the arc. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, there's size, and there's length, and there's touch. Rudy Gobert doing work.
Irving against Conley. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. Karis LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Dinwiddie passes to Kurucs. Conley against Dinwiddie. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here again, the Jazz in transition. Up the court they go. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm. You're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
Here's Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Jazz leading by 7. Outside Conley. Stolen by Allen. In transition. Here come the Nets. Dinwiddie outside. Three-pointer. Utah with the rebound.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. 3 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Conley against Dinwiddie from 12 feet out. Here's Gobert, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gobert's got 8 points.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jared Allen, and it's Prince in for Caruch. Green, the pass to Mitchell. Baseline J on the way. And the second chance effort by Randolph. Randolph's got his first basket of the night.
We are talking about one of the toughest and grittiest players in league history. Go to work, Zebo.
Dinwiddie outside. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Here's Dinwiddie. And the three off target. It'll count. That one's not going to go. And so it's Utah. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Emmanuel Mudiay. Green is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Exum, and it's Randolph in at the center.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Exum finds Green. Here's the floater. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Durant down low. Working on Green. Prince's shot is good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Randolph. He kicks to Mudiay. Dishes to Exum. Pass to Randolph. 20 feet out. Offensive rebound. Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the left wing. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Green. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, you love to see Bojan Bogdanovich get out and run, get ahead of the defense and score. That is nice.
Nobody near Irving. A 3-pointer off the mark. Utah leading by 9. Conley the pass to Randolph. And Randolph slams it in.
and he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Durant, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Jared Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. And Utah with a change here, too. Gobert, he's checked in for Jeff Green. Gobert finds Randolph. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Irving. Conley, the pass to Randolph. He goes up again. He lays it in. Randolph's got the lead up to 13 now for Utah.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here we go. Moutier heading to the hoop. And Moutier throws it down.
You see the ability of Moutier to get into space and be a factor in transition.
Irving from long range. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Conley. 5 on the clock. Mitchell outside. Over Prince. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. 20 points for Donovan Mitchell. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Knocked loose, fires the three, goes back up. Nice shot by Gobert. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Utah.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And the Jazz with possession here. Nice ball movement by Utah. Randolph kicks to Exum. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
He gets it in there.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside for KD. Lets it go with a 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Let's keep it alive. Jordan. That one falls.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.